Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the character analysis. This is Dame with the Palutena analysis. I'm
Lady
Ray.
Palutena. I'm jellyfishing.
And let's do this thing. So, I mean, with Palutena, everyone, well, not everyone, but I would argue she was one of the most likely additions, like the easiest to bet on kind of a thing, besides like maybe Pac-Man or something.
Dude,
Although I think Pac-Man was a toss-up.
That leak was totally real.
I still think the leak was fake.
I still think the leak was real. Sakurai's just like, let's change her model.
Which would be hilarious. Yeah, that would be absolutely great. You filthy Americans.
Since we all know that Sakurai actually was going to put Mewtwo in the game with that three-finger character, but then he's like, nah, let's actually just make a Greninja.
Man, his trolling. And I feel like we should start off by saying Palutena is a very interesting character, not in just like her moveset and everything, which we'll get into, but like there's a lot of implications to what Palutena brings, and we'll kind of talk a bit about the news that we've learned since E3 and things like that. But there's a good amount to discuss here, but we're going to try our best to keep it totally focused on Miss Palutena herself. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump right in. Oh, and I feel like I should always say this. This is SmashBrosMeverse.com. Nice little place to get the stuff. Props and kudos to them. They put all the pictures together for us, and we use it.
Many thanks to you.
But what we'll do, we're going to look at the special moves, and then we're going to watch the part of the trailer that shows all of her moves, and we'll kind of get into all that. And we will pause and show whatever standard moves, like A moves, we can see, because they're not on here, actually. But the special moves is arguably what makes her so unique, in that, we found out that every character has 3 versions of each special move, but Palutena's are also diverse.
Like, completely different.
There's only maybe some slight consistency as far as we can tell. Yeah. We don't even know if there's any sort of sharedness. And so that means a lot, and we'll talk more about that more at the end of the video about the whole customizable movesets, and we do plan on doing a video on that. But anyway, our customizable moves in general. But anywho, let's just get looking at all of the special moves that we've seen so far, and then we'll watch the video and kind of show what they do in action. I don't think we'll really try and predict too much. Like, you're not going to get from us that this is our up B option 1, this is up B option 2. I feel like we'll just probably kind of just go over it, maybe take a shot in the dark, but we'll leave.
This is this.
Feel free to post what you guys think, and we'll talk about why it's so important. We know what her standard ones are. But anyways, so let's just take a quick look. One of them,
Heavenly Light.
Yeah, and it should be mentioned, all of Pit's move updates are all based on the weapons he uses in Kid Icarus Uprising, while Palutena uses all of the powers.
Which are ones that she granted to Pit.
Right.
So,
and by the way,
she has those powers.
And the fact that in the trailer we hear Viridi's, Dark Pit's, Palutena's, and Pit's voices, I'm so glad that they got all their voice actors on board.
Yeah,
and Magnus is in it too.
Yep.
And I don't know if we've heard him very much, but he's in it.
He's also broken. His trophies are going to be so good.
So here's the Neutral Special.
Heavenly Light.
Heavenly Light looks like it's got a decent range. I mean, that's a pretty big range.
Yeah.
We know from the trailer, and we'll show you guys this. Watch. If you see this little purple thing I'm highlighting, like that's damages that they're probably getting. It doesn't seem to like interrupt them at all, but it's damage. So
it doesn't interrupt galaxies either.
Any thoughts?
So I'm just wondering about like what it's like. So it's just you're in this thing, you just keep gaining damage, and can Palutena hold it?
Yeah,
that's all.
Whether or not you can hold it, and then any I would bet there's probably some significant lag. Kind of like the way you'd approach using DK's down B, in that sort of sense. But it looks like with the kind of range it has, like let's say they're recovering from really high up,
or you throw them up. You're like, all right, free damage,
right? Yeah, so, I mean, obviously you can't really follow it up in any way, but it's a nice little pressure.
Or, haha, you have to approach
I didn't read this. Okay, this is Warp. This picture really won't do it justice, but
You can kind of tell she came from the left.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it in the video. Where the Luma was attacking is where she was. Questions are going to be, how much is it like Furor's Wind, Zelda's up B?
I would say almost exactly like.
Yeah.
But
basically,
maybe a little faster.
Mewtwo's up B mixed with Zelda's up B.
Yep. All those characters that can go invisible.
And teleport.
And her role, yeah.
Okay. The Auto Reticule, I believe is what it's called.
Yes,
yeah, Auto Reticule. Another good one that's going to be to watch it. Basically, well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically, she just pulls out a thing and shoots towards the people. I'm wondering if it just automatically shoots in the direction. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was going to say, because technically,
it's like a homing
where
thing.
Peach in the video gets hit is past the reticule. It's just further to the right. So I bet it kind of, like, picks where they are and then starts shooting in that direction.
And
but,
they
like,
can
it's
dodge it.
only where the reticule was. So if they're, like, way above,
Reticle.
it's not going to, like, suddenly change directions.
Yeah, definitely not. It's not like the bolts themselves are homing.
That's my guess, anyways. Yeah.
Because the way it worked in Kid Icarus, Auto Reticle, the power was, no matter what, it would just, like, if you started shooting, it would just, like, instantly take your reticle to the nearest enemy.
Right.
So for sniping, it was amazing. Because it was,
Right.
like, and you'd never miss. And homing was a completely different.
Well, and something interesting to note about this is that it really doesn't do that much to Peach in the trailer.
No.
So
I would guess it
when we
wouldn't
watch
be a
it,
kill move. Yeah.
keep your eye out for that. Okay, the Reflect.
Man, can I just say there are way too many of these in Smash Bros. Now?
I know. It feels like a lot of characters have. I mean, Pit has 2.
Yeah. Pit has 2. Fox has 1.
Also, something you don't see in this one, when she activates it, Little Mac is like in her face, and it pushes him away.
Pushes him off the edge, and that means he's dead. So.
And then we'll kind of analyze it more when we get to it. So I'll actually just say that for now. It does seem to like move forward slightly, but
kind of like a Falco's down B in Brawl, but slower and longer.
Actually, I think the best comparison might be a mix of Falco's and Pit's new down B.
Yeah,
and
I
that
guess
it kind
so.
of holds it out and then moves slightly.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Final Smash. We'll come back to that because we're looking
Yeah.
at special. Okay, Explosive Flame, another Zelda style thing.
Boom.
It's a lot easier to watch in the video, but very Dinsfire-esque.
Uh-huh. But it does come out instantly. It's just like, from what we've seen.
Right.
Just
We don't know how
an
much
instant
control
boom.
there is.
Yeah,
or-
we don't know if you can aim it up, down. She just shoots it straight in front of her, and it's instantly that far away.
Alright. Rocket Jump. The thing to note is that both Greninja and Fox are on fire.
Firefox, yes.
No, not on purpose. It's when she launches it, it like hurts people around her.
Yeah, it's like a big explosion. kinda
Which
like
then I wonder
Diddy's, or-
on this. Yeah, that makes me think Diddy's because if you were off stage,
Would
I
it
wonder what
explode?
direction it knocks people.
Yeah, because with Diddy's in Brawl, it had the spike at the bottom.
It could spike if you. It's hard to do, but you could do it.
Yeah.
While in the trailer, it just kind
we
of
haven't even seen it curve either.
right.
She
well,
just goes way up.
right. Well, and when they take damage in this, they just kind of get hit to the side,
Yeah.
and then we don't see what she does afterwards,
And I think it's interesting that it just explodes like all around her, not
which
just,
is
like,
good. I mean,
yeah.
the thing is though, like in a like
Diddy's you had to be touching.
that would
yeah.
be more if like, oh man, they're really pressuring me. I need to get out. Like you can't really follow that up well because it puts you way away from them.
Yep. Like, is it a getaway move? Like
That's
I
the
don't know.
main.
How
Like
fast does it come out?
Right.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't see it being like a Martha B, just like get away from me.
Right. Well, I
Hitting
mean,
people away,
maybe it
but-
could. It depends on
Can't
how
do it out
fast
of
it
shield.
comes out.
Yeah.
And like, but yeah, and like that's the main use I could see for it because like you can't like rely on that for damage buildup because it's just like I mean it's nice, but
Mind
it's,
games. But...
like maybe in a team setting or something. But
Yeah.
like just relying on that is like I mean at least with Diddy's barrel, if you hit him, it goes flying and can actually do something afterwards.
Big time.
And it's like it's a nice little bait. Oh wow, I clicked off. Okay, this is super speed. Yeah, super speed. I
Was
just
that
like opened it and
actually a
closed it.
Power?
Well,
I
in
thought
the
this
video
is-
it's
I thought
better.
It's called lightweight.
There's 2.
I thought they were the
She
same.
has 2 weird dashy ones.
Oh, so they're both. Kind
This
of
one
dashy
in the
ones.
video it shows her going through Olimar
Okay.
and like doing damage. So
oh, okay, super speed. That's
that
right.
one is kind of the opposite of their move, where it's going to be really good for like closing in. It's kind of like Luigi's Tornado.
I see.
In a sense. And then a counter appears
countered.
Very counter. Oh yeah, this is countered. So that's how it's different from other
the move
counters.
Has been countered.
Is that it's now a countered. We're making fun of
this. This ain't no counter. This is countered.
It doesn't seem to be special. Like it seems meaty, but it's a counter.
And even more characters have counters.
Like
too.
yeah, like Greninja's counter is so far the only counter I'm like, whoa, that's different, because it leaves a log.
Yeah.
That you can
like
throw.
Little Max fits his game, but it still works the same way.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, this is Celestial Fireworks. Which, if I remember correctly, didn't do anything in Kid Icarus.
It did nothing except make Pit go, Lady Palutena, Lady Palutena, Lady Palutena.
Which is fantastic. They all seem more vocal in this game, but... yeah, which is this one, it kind of like hits Luigi up, then he gets hit by the explosion of the firework as well. So it seems like a little combo move.
Looks very similar to the fireworks that we saw Villager use as his up smash.
Okay.
Except it doesn't go.
I mean, I feel like the hit properties are different.
Yeah.
Like, Villagers is kind of like a Lucas up smash kind of thing. Well, this is like...
Yeah,
it's a launcher and then a hit.
Yeah.
And we'll see that in the video. This one is the Heavenly Glide or whatever.
Yeah.
And she just kind of jumps up really high, then kind of floats down really slowly, but she's very mobile.
Yeah.
So the question then is, can she attack out of it?
I would guess yes.
It looks like you probably could, I agree.
Because with characters that have attacks like that, we've never seen one that can't attack out of it, I don't think.
Right.
So,
okay.
I mean, you have Pit, you got Meta Knight, any kind of a glide, Rob, and Peach. They could all attack out of them.
Okay, then we have Pikachu's forward B and Luigi's forward B. Angelic Missile.
What about Pichu?
Who's that? He's never in Smash.
He's the greatest Smash character ever.
She seems to have a high amount of mobility. I think we'll save that for the trailer too. But I mean, just like I said, Pikachu's over B, Luigi's over B.
Seriously, Samus just gonna take it.
Except for no misfire, and we don't know if there's a charge to it. That's the
So
this is that lightweight
one.
Which
is weird because she's not.
Again, probably better to just save it for the video.
Yeah.
Because what we'll do is after we watch the video, we'll kind of look at the moves again and be like, how could this be used?
Yeah.
That's the final smash. She uses Black Hole and then Laser. The only question is if she misses one, will she still use the other? I'm guessing she'll just use both, kind of like a PK Starstorm style thing. But anyways, let's have the video show us more. And I think I'll also...
Or it didn't happen.
I think I'll also pause it on any special move or any standard moves, and we can mention them briefly.
Okay.
I'm here for a little, divine intervention.
Move that mouse.
What's an awesome? We need a Smash anime.
I'm no stranger.
Okay, right there.
F smash.
Forward smash, and if you notice, you guys will have to catch it later, but when she does her roll, it is a teleport, actually.
And it's long.
Neat little
Kinda
thing.
fast.
But yes, that's good distance, and it looks like it's probably an out-of-body hitbox on the forward smash.
Oh, big time.
Which is very good for a forward smash, or for any smash. Okay, I'll try and go brief.
Have you forgotten that time we fought each other?
By the way, Kid Icarus Uprising spoilers, just warning you.
Chaos Skin had you under mind control.
Probably a forward tilt right there. She spun her
so.
Staff forward. Because we just saw forward smash.
Jabs?
That probably jab combo.
This looks like it hits multiple times and sends out.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a glow, or this. I think this is back throw to dash attack.
Yep.
Back throw, dash attack. Okay,
Dude,
right
I
there.
like that dash attack.
This laser move. I wonder if I don't want to move back too far because I'll lose it. But
yeah,
like you can barely the laser's like right here. And it looks like it's got some mean distance to it.
You can't even see where the end of it is. Is it going to be like thunder distance?
Which is, if it's like her own quick thunder. I mean, that's
But it comes from the ground up instead of down.
Yeah, then you just launch them up and then spam your up smash. And like, Pikachu at least has lag on it. This was like really fast. Yeah, so that looks like a really good up smash.
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd like to see some.
Neutral air, which that sort of a hitbox as I'm looking is a very good hitbox.
Yep. That's pity, but it's good. And it looks like it hits away at the end, which is good.
Yep.
That's probably a down smash.
Which, again, looks like it's got some range on it.
Huge, dude. She's going to have huge hitboxes.
Yeah.
She has that big, huge staff and then those wings for those dish joints.
Okay, so Heavenly Light. Okay.
You're taking damage.
I'm really going to try not to pause too much, but we'll see what we can do.
If you press, like, back on the... If you press left on the thing, will it go, like, super far back? I guess not too far back.
Not too bad. So Heavenly Light.
Damage.
Okay, this is the explosion one. See, no real startup there. Or, like, maybe some small startup, but, like, there's no, like Mega Man was just kind of... You couldn't really, from a Mega Man perspective, unless you knew where the hitbox was coming, it would be like... Oh, like, it's not like Din's Fire where you can see it traveling.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I'm here.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, this is Warp.
Oh, that's not a Luma. That was a Pikachu. We thought it was a Luma.
I thought it was a Luma too.
That's a Pikachu bum right there.
It's those Pika buns. Warp. Again, I don't think there's any question. Like, it just is it like for Aura's win. But let's keep going.
Bam.
Rocket
on
jump.
Both sides. Goes very since they're up fast.
Right.
Bam.
And then it looked like she just fell a bit. Okay, and you notice Little Mac got hit there.
Little Mac's in the air.
And then it moved forward a bit. I'm actually going to try and move that one back.
So do you think that it's just like, if you're standing there and it's just on the ledge, it'll just like push you away?
Yes, I'm betting it will.
So you think it is, you can't even run past it?
Well, the question is it a hitbox or is it a wall?
Or is it both? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like it's like you kind of get caught in it and you're just slowly getting pushed and taking damage? That would be really mean. But let's see. One thing I want to note during the reflector move is I watch Palutena see how long she's in like an animation before she can move again.
Yeah.
So it looks like until right then she was in an animation and
it's still there.
So it was barely there. So I think like it doesn't last very long. It doesn't look like well, 2 or 3 seconds is really good for a reflector.
Yeah.
I don't know how spammable it is, but it looks like a decent shield.
Oh yeah, or even just like keeping people away from me. If it's got a hitbox on it, it's just like,
well,
don't come this way, please.
We'll have to see how it works. Like if you use it like to push people off the ledge or something when they're trying to recover.
Yeah, or if she like puts it in front of her and then she finds 3 pieces of evidence on the ground and goes into turnabout mode.
Oh my gosh,
Maya.
Okay. Then we've got her auto reticule, and notice I'll just say before we watch it. Notice Peach, how much knockback it does to Peach, and like how Peach isn't in the reticule when she gets hit. See, not very much.
Yep.
This is the jump. With that, I didn't notice this, but it looks like she's using it midair.
She was in the air, yep.
But then she kind of governed. And notice that was a lot of mobility.
Yeah, very fast.
Okay. The counter. It's countering a Mars forward smash. And let's see the knockback.
Bam. That's
decent
good
knockback. Okay.
That's good knockback.
This is the first dash one.
Super speed?
Yes.
Okay.
Not lightweight, but super speed. Notice the damage.
So it pushes them upwards and away.
Right. So just kind of like a little tackle through them. Which, yeah. Well, I think we'll think on that one for a second, and then we'll come back to it
when we get to lightweight.
Okay. I'm gonna move back. Okay. I'm gonna try and go real slow.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so like I watched her hair, and you can kind of like see her turn around and do it.
Yeah.
So I think it looks like she doesn't charge
right
it.
Here,
It doesn't look charged at all.
Nope, it just goes boom.
And that's the knockback. Nothing super big. Here's the firework. Luigi's in the air.
Boom.
So it hits him up, and then another explosion. And it kind of doesn't do much after that. We obviously don't know percent.
Yeah.
Here's the light runner, which the only thing to note is one, she's going faster than Sonic LOL. And then Sonic actually dodges it, or like sidesteps it.
The interesting thing is, it looks like she was already in Sonic.
Right.
Like, I don't know if it'll do damage. Like,
Well,
maybe it's like it like gives her a bunny hood for 3 seconds.
Which, yeah. I mean,
Because the power in Kid Icarus Uprising, it would just make you run faster, and you would never get tired, so you could run as much as you
right, your
want.
stamina wouldn't go down.
Yep.
And then here's Final Smash.
Mega Laser!
We hope so. We hope this isn't her neutral.
Yeah, it's her neutral B.
Palutena.
And all the cool characters.
And then everything we've seen so far. Man, what a beautiful game. This game's so pretty.
And the best part you've all been
Okay,
waiting for.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I want to jump back to the movesets.
You're right. This is Lady Palutena's
I promise
video.
we'd say. So let's look at them again real fast. We already kind of did it a little bit. Maybe after watching it, the question I ask is, how would you use this move? Like, what kind of situations would this move be good?
Literally, yeah.
And with this, I'm like, just like a little damage thing. And here's another thing. Why would you pick it maybe over other options? Because with the customizable movesets. This, I mean, I don't see it being that, like, it's nice. And, like, if I have to use it, I'll work it in.
I could see this being a troll move.
But, yeah, like, nothing huge. Nothing mind-breaking here.
I mean, I've heard that this could be like a Fox laser, where in competitive situations, Fox's laser is very useful. But on stages with platforms, if Palutena can just keep you in the air and she just like annoys you and says like, "Ha, you better have to approach me or else."
Well,
it's weird that it won't shoot sideways. It's
yeah,
a little bit different.
It's vertical rather
different.
than horizontal.
Yeah.
And the thing with Fox is his lasers, he could stay mobile the whole time.
Yep.
I wonder what her lag is.
Yep.
And if she's as open as DK is when he does his down B.
And how far up does this shoot?
That is the next question, because let's say you're on
Palutena's Temple.
Palutena's Temple.
When there's like 3 different stages, you've
I
got
mean,
the battlefield on top of the final destination, on top of the...
Right, how high does this go? Because if it just goes all the way up, I mean, totally, she'll just troll you and run away.
Just down to the bottom of Hyrule,
And, like,
or yeah.
And obviously we have yet to see all the stages, but if there's a very vertical stage, this could be a very good move. But due to the fact I feel
annoying move.
Yeah, more annoying.
But that's good.
I feel like there's not a lot of vertical stages though, especially tourney legal ones.
Yeah.
Like if Rainbow Cruise was still legal,
it should be. Then
maybe. But like even Norfair, you'd struggle to use this one.
That,
but
yeah.
So that's thoughts on that. Let's go.
Just
go
the
to the next one.
Move.
Okay, the warp. It looked fairly quick.
Yeah.
And, like...
Probably faster than even...
I would say exactly in between Mewtwo's and Zelda's.
Yeah.
And when we say Mewtwo's, I'm going to say Project M Mewtwo's.
Yeah.
Again, the question is she uses it on the ground and is still on the ground. So the big question, I think, with it is, 1, can you control it? Like which direction you go? And then 2, can you attack out of it?
Yeah.
Because if it puts you in free fall, it's going to be a bit less... It's going to be a lot less useful, I should say.
So we assume this is her up B, so we assume it's a recovery that will help her get back to the stage. So we assume you can
Well,
move
even
upwards.
if it was a side B, like...
Yeah, it has its useful.
It would have... I mean, you definitely want to... Like, you'd work it into your recovery.
Yeah, which is weird.
We just don't know which any of these are.
Yeah, if it was her side B, she has a lot of weird horizontal ways to move fast.
Right.
So...
Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, heck, let's say, you know, it's a good, like, close the gap move. Like, you know, that's...
To follow up on people?
Right, like, let's say
she can attack right out of it.
She forward smashes, warps over, and then can kind of continue something. Or, like, Heavenly Lights.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Yeah, Zelda, I feel like she had that potential, but the move was just too slow.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I think with... And, like, Mewtwo's attacks didn't really work. Well, like, in Project M they do.
Oh, yeah.
But, like...
He follows up with that all the time.
With her specials being so different, I feel like her warp follow-ups could be a lot more unique.
Yeah.
But
I really want to see some of her non-special moves, you know? We haven't seen a lot of that.
Yep.
We've seen, like, a Nair and an up smash, but... Well, I guess all of her smashes,
actually, we've seen a decent amount.
Not, like, a lot of down air, up air, back air, forward air.
Okay.
Those are going to make big differences in how she plays.
But she looks like she's got enough oomph. She kind of feels like a Snake-ish heavy to me.
Yeah.
from the impression I get.
Maybe a little floatier, but
yeah, a floatier, far more special oriented. Like I feel like her. I mean, to be frank, her physical moves all look really good. Like every one, I'm like, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
that's
her
good.
smashes are just like and they look fast.
Right. They look.
You know, because Snake had an amazing forward smash, but it took forever.
Right. Like, she maybe not the fastest in the world, but it's, like, you know, fast enough and meaty.
Useful.
And meaty. So the reticule, would you use it?
You know, like, how does it hit? How much damage does it do?
Well,
and
it looks
how
weak.
easily can it dodge? Well, like, that's the thing. If this is at 0, then, you know, that's probably fine.
I see two options. One, I wanted, like, this unfortunately only gives us a straight in front kind of a thing. Yeah. Like, let's say they're directly above her. Will it lock on that way? I mean, I'm hoping it does. How far can it lock on?
Does it lock on downwards and spike?
Right. So let's say they're recovering. I mean, that would be a really safe way to just be shooting out lasers.
Yeah.
And annoying. And especially for people who have to move in a very straight line to the edge. That could be very annoying. Like Marth would be okay, but because he just kind of goes up very quickly. But like DK Bowser, if she can just stand there, and the second question kind of plays off of that: how fast can she use it in succession?
Yeah, how fast can she use it?
Even if it does piddly damage, like you said about Fox earlier, like if she can just like that could be fairly annoying.
Yeah, 1% of damage 6 times in a row, or you know,
right.
100 times in a row.
Right, it adds up. So I think that's for me the biggest question. Initially, I would say it doesn't look that great to me, but depending on how well it can lock on and how fast she can use it, I could work that in.
Yeah, you know. We don't normally think about this a lot, but I mean, for projectiles, priority 2 sometimes has a... Like, if you can just punch it and it stops it, you can just Ganon forward tilt it.
Well, the fact that there are 3 makes me think that would be difficult.
Yeah.
She shoots like 3.
But if you have like a DK Nair, you could just hit it. Boom,
okay,
boom, boom.
This move, to me, this is one that's like, oh yeah, I could easily work that in. Like, even if it's not amazing, like... There's uses for that, and like that's a good reflector.
Yep, and if that's like a wall, you just put it out over the edge. Who knows?
Exactly.
You could do all sorts of crazy stuff.
Exactly.
Even if it won't gimp, you know, it'll do crazy stuff.
Like, I mean, it could just be enough. And the thing with all these specials are, and I think that should be to note, they look easy to do. Like, we don't know how high reward they are, but the risk seems fairly minimal on a lot of these.
The lag doesn't seem that bad either.
Like, there's easily, like... In a 1v1 setting, there's a lot of moves that like are easily punishable.
Yeah.
This one, to me, looks like I could maybe short hop backwards and throw it out and be fine.
Yeah.
Or
like,
if they're even at a distance, like just kind of keep it up. Again,
useful for spacing if they're not up in your face. Yeah.
Right. And if they are close enough and like they're running at you, like a lot of tricks are to run at someone, either jump behind them or to run and sidestep. Or to just run and smack. This is kind of like a, hey, I don't care which option you pick, this will stop you. So, this one seems to me useful. Again, my question is, how fast can she do it?
Yep. Didn't seem too slow coming out. But we haven't
Final
seen
smash. Okay, Din's Fire.
Woohoo.
I don't know.
Din's Fire. Psh.
It seems to do a decent amount of damage. Got a decent little hitbox.
So knockback, how was the knockback?
It
looked like it hit.
It seemed like if I were to say either small, mid, or high, it was kind of mid.
Yeah. The biggest problem is I just wish they would show us percentages. Those meanies.
That would show. Well,
because like literally any of these could be kill moves, and we just don't know it.
Right. Well, and the thing is, though, I mean, even if they did show us, we don't know if that would be final.
Yeah. Final.
I don't know much what to say on this one. Like, it's a good zoning move, but I feel like if you whiff it, it's easily punished.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can control where it comes out or if it's always a set place in front of her.
Yeah.
Which then, from a recovery setting, that might be good because then you can just create these hitboxes that they have.
Right on the edge.
Orbs of death.
Yeah.
And again, that's something that, with that kind of distance, like, that's easy to just throw out there. And you can still be fairly inside
Stop
the
people
age.
from getting onto you as well.
It's the stage, not the age.
The age. You gotta be in the age, man.
Heck, to be frank, every one of these...
The age control.
I just keep... Age zoning.
zoning.
I just keep thinking I could use these all off the edge and like just stand there on the edge and just throw out all these crazy specials.
Yep.
I mean, heck, you could just throw out Heavenly Light near the edge and just kind of be like, don't stay on that ledge. Like,
don't attack our eye.
Don't attack my eye. This one is the one I have a hard time piecing together with.
Yeah, all we see, I mean, we just
Unless
see
it
her
hits
just like
on
going
the way
up.
up. Unless it hits on the way up. Because I imagine myself under the stage and using it. It's just like maybe it's actually not a bad way of like, I run off the stage because they're underneath the stage and like Fox is charging his up B and I just quickly go over there and rocket jump him. Maybe go for a gimp, or maybe it spikes.
Yeah, as far as
but on the
attacking,
stage,
we don't know how good this will be.
And to be frank, compared to that one where she kind of floats up and glides, I feel like that one is superior in just a straight up recovery standpoint. So the real question for me is does that rocket have any real usefulness to it?
Because
like
looks
I wouldn't just want to use it on the stage very much because it's like I just want to down smash instead.
I mean, really, not a lot of people use up Bs on the stage unless there's something
unless
like
now DK,
unless there's like a Meta Knight or
DK though.
DK,
the new DK one that has a kill. That Sakurai said.
That's so crazy. Dude, DK got some crazy stuff. All right, let's move
on. This one.
Wait, what is this?
Oh, it's the speed dash, whatever.
Speed dash.
We already have the names wrong.
Yeah. Din's fire, speed dash, blah blah.
Yeah, Din's fire. I don't know. Would you use this? Would you pick this one?
Well, we see I choose you. We see them like it hits them away. Once again, I'm just like these kind of fast approaches are nice, but like it doesn't seem like she'd be able to follow up very well. Like it might be a good mix up or
close the gap.
Maybe
like if you hit
team
them,
strategies.
Yeah, or let's say you like hit them and it like sends them in the other direction. And you want to still play the edge game, you could use that to get over there quickly.
Yeah.
But then that lightweight one is a better option.
Yeah, it's faster, so it does it kill? That's my question.
Now, if it had a kill thing, that would be really good.
Because it's fast on the ground, and if it's a kill move,
and it's kind of safe in a sense.
Yeah.
In that, you know, even if you whiff, or even if they shield it, I doubt. Well, maybe they could shield grab, but it's just like.
Yeah.
You are moving fairly quickly.
Very quick, yeah. Not as fast as the
But
other
I agree.
one,
It's not. This one is, as I think.
We need to see it.
It's kind of lackluster.
We need to see more of it to be even thinking about it,
Well,
I think.
really it matters what you can do when it's done and how fast you can do it again.
And how much knockback it has.
Yeah. Right, because let's say you use it, and it in the trailer, like, she's going to the right, it actually knocks them both to the left.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
So, like, I'd want to, like, jump and then hurry and use it the other direction.
And can you cancel out of it?
Like,
can you only go a certain distance and then it,
heck,
like,
if you
it
could
always sends
it,
you?
I bet you could do some really cool stuff with
it. Oh,
it.
yeah.
But then again, I feel like lightweight would then be better for it, because the lightweight one, I bet you totally can cancel it.
Oh, I believe it.
What is this?
Counter.
Oh, not much to say apart from counter is a counter.
Counter is a counter is a counter is a counter. Yep.
I mean, a counter is not a bad thing to have.
You put a counter on the counter and it counters things.
Predictable recoveries, love counters.
Yep.
Or don't love counters.
Fox loves counters.
They love granite countertops.
The counter basically counters counter picks.
If only that were true, then Brawl would be a different story.
Yep.
Although Meta Knight doesn't have any counter picks, so that's his problem.
Fireworks. Fireworks are his counter pick. There was
Fireworks. The new Meta Knight.
The cracker launcher was really good against Meta Knight.
I actually bet it wasn't. You could probably tornado through it. The fireworks.
Probably.
Fireworks. This one doesn't seem. It's like maybe is like a minor zoning, but it looks like the up smash does everything the same but better.
Yeah. Well, like the thing that I was wondering about with this is it kind of keeps him in the hitbox. How long is Palutena stuck in the
That's a good point.
Animation? Could she follow this up?
I might be able to pull it back up.
Yeah.
But that's a very good question. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we'll keep moving. Because apart from that, I mean, it looks kind of piddly. It doesn't look...
Yeah, no, it's not too strong. Damage as well. Like if it does like 40%, then heck yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah,
but...
totally. But it's just like, it doesn't seem to like have much of an like, even though she might be able to combo out of it, like, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
Like, but like using it as sort of like a trap, like that explosion above, like as a trap doesn't seem that appealing to me.
Or if like someone's trying to approach you from above.
Right. Like it's not bad. Now this one looks good. Like like from a straight recovery standpoint, I mean, I'm betting she can attack out of it.
She shot up and then she was able to like glide really fast.
Like from a recovery standpoint, there's so many ways to use that.
Yeah.
Like easily from the very left side of the screen and then float back. Like she's got some good speed on that thing.
Yep. And no, you can't edge hog her. So.
Well, like, I mean, then you could easily play it like Peach's float does, where you kind of bait them to come out and then easily get back to the stage.
So hopefully she can attack out of it.
So I think it's a very useful one. A big question is, yes, can you attack out of it? Which I'm guessing yes. And then just solid. I mean, there are some minor downsides, but
solid. And
missile.
This is the first side B of its kind where she doesn't actually hit with her head, just her staff.
Well, yeah, the staff looks like it gets there first. That must be a solid staff.
Snake!
My questions are, can it be charged and its KO potential?
Yep.
Because it looks decent, like a mix-up sort of a thing. Like kind of like Peach's over B. Which actually, because just from what we saw in the trailer, like it comes out fairly quickly.
It comes out pretty fast, and she like goes fast without it being charged. So if she could charge it.
Because yeah, Peach's is actually kind of slow. If
yeah,
you think
about
it.
Luigi's too. It's like really slow
unless
you
it
charge
misfires
it. Unless you misfire.
Yeah.
But
so I could see it having some use. Really, the KO potential, and then like whatever lag, and if it can charge.
Yeah. Because with these moves, you always bounce off after you hit normally, or just chill. You know, you don't get to follow it up very well.
Right. So I mean, it doesn't look like a bad move.
Well, it's like it just seems fast.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, She has a lot of. Well, I guess we can talk about this going into this move. Looks like she has a lot of ways to get places really fast. Like. A lot of ways. Like she has two moves like this where it's just like, I'm running fast across the stage. She has a teleport across the stage.
Right.
She has that side B that sends her across the stage. Up B that shoots her straight up very fast and glides. She just like gets around.
Whoa, Palutena gets around.
Whoa. Unintentional. Okay.
Innuendo.
This move.
This one, I agree. That big question is, can it damage? Because, I mean, agreed. This one, it wouldn't be bad to have for that vein of being able to move around quickly.
Yeah, even if it was just her going faster.
Yeah.
She could follow up. I mean, she could hit away and just, like, dash and then hit people.
Yeah, and, like, could you use it as a recovery kind of a thing? But, again, that question is, or, like, what would it even do in the air? But, is it just like a bunny hood for 3 seconds? Or does it do damage as you run through them? I mean, Sonic does dodge, but when we paused it, it looked like she was already kind of touching him. And like you mentioned, the power in Kid Icarus Uprising doesn't do any sort of damage.
It's just running really fast. Yeah.
So I mean, some of these specials are more like alone. They're not that great, but with the fact that you might be able to do stuff out of them,
adding it into who she will, how she will play. Yeah.
They can kind of make Palutena like, because something with Zelda is like Zelda had lots of options, but she wasn't very mobile. While Palutena kind of has a lot of those options, well, she can also be very mobile if she wants to be.
Yep.
And with the special her A attacks, they look fairly strong. So
their smashes look really good.
It's kind of
you can't
like
smash the eye out of them. Like
I have yet to see something on here that's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be busted.
Except for her up smash.
Aside from her up smash, but all of these are like, hey, this could be useful. This could be useful. This could be useful. Kind of like a patchwork, sort of like all different like weird things sewn together to make this really kind of jack of all trades character.
Yep.
And it's funny because when we say jack of all trades, I say jack of all trades. I mean not only in just like moveset, but in like mobility, in a lot of these other things, in out of body hitboxes, in projectiles, in close range. It's just like with these kind of and that's why Palutena's customizable moveset's so unique, is that she has so many different choices.
Yep.
But like even if we just randomly picked 4.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see which ones are going to be her basic ones.
Right. Well, and actually we'll just jump into that then. The big thing is with Palutena, we know that she has all these different customizable movesets. We don't know what her default is, and the reason I think that's interesting is because the Mii's, one of the reasons he said that they weren't going to be allowed to be used in the with anyone mode is because of the fact that they don't have, or like all their customizable movesets are all over the place.
Yeah, they don't have a basic moveset.
Right, and that's interesting because technically you could argue the same thing with Palutena.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look like there might be some sort of like, oh yeah, this is a heavier version, this is a swifter version of of the same sort of idea, but there's a lot of variety here.
Yeah.
And so the big question then is, so because you can't use customizable movesets in with anyone mode, like what will her standard moveset be?
Exactly.
Because that's going to affect tournaments. That's going to affect, just standard online play.
Yep.
I
mean, even just playing with my friends, I probably, I'll mess around with custom movesets, but, I mean, basically, I will be using the basic moveset.
Well, and, we don't know how, and we'll have to talk about that in our customizable movesets video, how easy it is it to boot up your game and get everyone's customizable movesets that they want.
Yeah.
Can you save it to a profile? Can you, if I put my name Raid in, will it have every character I've made a customizable moveset? But that also means if I go to another friend's house and things like that. But
carry with your 3DS.
Maybe
that connectivity.
So I think. So overall, let's give us a quick. What do you think, Jelly? Give us your overall thoughts on Palutena and her sort of viability.
I feel like we haven't really seen a character quite like her before. She's not, she doesn't look like she's going to be super spammy. She doesn't have, projectiles that are just, crazy and stuff. She has, good zoning materials, maybe, or, following up, moving around fast.
Right. Yeah, I agree. For me, I feel like it's, Zelda and Olimar had a baby.
Had 12 babies.
12 babies. It's just she kind of has that Zelda feel with some of her magical attacks.
Yeah.
While also with Olimar, she kind of has that control and
yes, she's going to be all about stage
She's
control.
kind of slow with her physical moves, but a lot of them reach out. Mm-hmm. And it just they're kind of like DDD's hammer, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then her angel. It just yeah, I agree. It's a really wonky kind of a character. I get this weird kind of snake-ish heaviness vibe from her. Maybe not that heavy, but probably that not. Kind of slowness just normally. But then with her special move, she can be as fast as Sheik or Mewtwo.
Yeah.
To be frank, because it's not just a little bit of everyone, but it's there are things she can do that are reminiscent of everyone.
Yeah. It's not like any of her attacks are whoa, that's crazy new.
Right.
The only thing is Heavenly Light, but you're well, that's crazy new, but it's not super cool.
Yeah. Well, it's just it's a very vertical move, and the only really other vertical move is the Thunder, which is amazing.
Which now spikes.
but amazing for totally different reasons.
Yes.
Not just because it's vertical.
And it kills.
Right, because it kills all the top super easy in this one. So yeah. Very interesting character. I don't see her as a bad character, and that's what sticks out to me. Is the fact is even though there's a lot that's hard to put your finger on, at the end of the day, she looks like she'll be a fine character.
Yep, and with what we've seen about how combos kind of work in this game as well, looks like she's gonna be able to at least do some stuff.
Yeah, she'll definitely have some pursue. Because I was at first maybe it looks like once you kind of get in her face, she might have some trouble, but it looks like she actually will do okay if she plays defensively enough. Yeah, that Nair looks really good for a quick escape. I mean, an up B, if that's her normal one, could get you out of there fast. Mm-hmm. I mean, and then if you're away from her, she has so many options.
Yeah. She can either choose to fall,
they might be very offensive or they might be very defensive.
She could be both.
Or both. We don't know.
I mean, I feel like the player, him or herself, will be able to decide exactly how she's played.
Right.
But, because it looks like she has good offensive and defensive
very
options.
much so. Mm-hmm. And I think that actually might lead Palutena to having some very interesting variants, even with just a standard moveset.
Yep.
I mean, but yeah. So I think that about has everything I want to
Hold
say
on.
about her. Whoa!
I would like to make a comment.
A new challenger
Dugong?
approaches.
Dugong?
It
What?
is Zeno.
Everyone, please put your hands together for our late arrival.
But I was just thinking, we've talked a lot about, or you guys have talked a lot about her mobility, and it just kind of struck me. You haven't talked a lot about her blind spots, however, because it
Right.
looks like with her up B, it will be a set distance that she's going to be able to go up, and then maybe she has, but there's going to be specific zones where she can attack you, and so
Well, like with that Din's fire move, there's that definite, like, if you're not at that space, then the person could jump around it or might roll towards you and be able to punish.
exactly. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
Right. Well, and with that, the thing I would say is, it looks like, though, with her options, like, let's say she has a blind spot with this move here, and her down B might cover that perfectly. Like, with the reflector, for example. Like, let's say, you do whiff the forward B. If she can get out that reflector fast enough, that might... Or, do a quick up B and get out of there. So, I agree that a lot of these moves give me, like, an idea of that, that there might be a blind spot or there might be a good punish here. But if you, at the same time, I feel like her other moves can kind of back that up depending on the lag of the move itself.
As you say.
Yes.
As you wish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Palutena, man.
Yeah.
Cool character. I'm very glad she's in the game.
Yep, it will be very
I wanted
interesting to see how
Magnus.
she works.
I wanted Magnus personally, but on that note, we
By
do
the
have
way,
someone else to
While
talk
we're
about.
pulling this up, crap, it's pulled up. But
pulled
did
up?
you see how long? I think it was in the Smash Invitational. Like someone got Magnus, or maybe it was just a
Magnus is out there for like
lasted forever, and
Yeah.
like he would like fall off the edge, but he would just jump and get back on the
which
stage.
is so great for assist trophies because that was a big problem before.
Because poor Staffy.
Although I think Staffy still just falls off.
Staffy loves edges.
But anyways, end of the trailer.
Dark Pit. You just dropped in to crash my party?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna just throw this in here because it might be of note. Not only does he appear there, but if we go to this picture, the promotional artwork, we do have Pitu.
Dark Pit Pitu.
So basically,
I'm randomly Link, but that's cool.
But that was because he was from the anime cutscene.
I know, but still.
I say either, personally, I prefer the air. I say either boss character or playable. And with the amount of Kid Icarus Uprising weapons,
They could totally
you
make him
could
a good
totally
weapon.
make a
Yeah.
different moveset.
I agree with that. And like,
I would.
well,
I
that's
would
the thing.
bet-
Like,
I want it. I want him to be playable, but I'd bet on boss character over playable.
I would either say boss character. I would probably say not playable. I hope he's playable. That'd be awesome. But I would say boss character or maybe assist trophy. He'd make a cool assist trophy.
Do we have multiple? Well, like Mario has multiple assist trophies from its universe, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Does Link?
Legend of Zelda has a lot. Yeah.
Midna,
Yeah.
Majora's Mask, Tingle.
Probably a couple of more too.
Yeah, I guarantee they have.
Well, and there's no question that Kid Icarus Uprising definitely has that cast of that library of characters that it could do a lot of assist trophies.
Yep, so we've seen
But I feel like this
Magnus.
is a little bit more than just assist
Well,
trophy.
yeah, the fact that he was in the trailer means
And I could easily see Palutena and Pit being starters, and then, or like Palutena
Dark
being
Pit
an early
being unlocked.
unlockable, and then Dark Pit being a wolf-esque sort of unlockable.
Well, Pitu can fly by himself, unlike Pit. So
Does he have Pandora's powers
we
yet?
could see him. We could see a lot of things or differently. And,
Totally.
he just played differently. in
What
the
if he
game.
was like Pit's old moveset?
That'd be amazing. Like gliding's out of the game, except for
Except for
Dark
Pit.
Pit.
Dark Pit. But yeah. So, I thought we should throw that in. Anything else? Okay, then here's
I
what
say
I...
this- yeah.
Oh yeah, go.
I say this about every character, but I'm just excited to see. Like, I'm just excited for this game to come out and competitively
Oh,
just
I
to
can't
see
wait.
every single character.
I can't wait to go to a tournament or like see some big tournaments.
Just watch
like,
videos
who's this
all day
Palutena
long.
player? And it's just
Yeah.
like, whoa, where did she come from? Yeah, totally. Especially because the game will be new and it will be like everyone gets hit by the same dumb moves over and over again.
Whoa, that combo! No, it doesn't.
So here's what I'd like to do. Two things. What are your guys' thoughts on Dark Pit? What do you think?
Heck, yes.
I honestly think he'll just be an alternate color.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe like a special
But an
costume.
alternate color for
Palette swap, essentially.
Palette swap.
But
Palutena swap.
in a
Palutena
trailer.
swap.
But in a trailer.
Well, here's
Dark
the thing.
Palutena confirmed.
We
He's
could
in
have
a trailer.
We might have a full discussion of this, but put in the comments what you think. What do you think his cameo? Do you think that was just a total like Sakurai loves Dark Pit, so he threw him in, and like he'll have no cameo in the game whatsoever, maybe just a trophy? What do you think? Oh,
We'd love to hear from you.
Didn't we see Phosphorus in one of the screens? Like Palutena with Phosphorus. It actually might be with. Just a second.
Wait, Phosphor is the assist trophy.
I swear Phosphora might be an assist trophy. Might be.
is.
Right there.
She is an assist trophy, yeah.
There you go. See? Oh, that 3 assists. That would make Dark Pit number 3.
Yeah.
Which, again, they could get away with it easy. But so, yeah. You guys post. And I think I will get on my personal account and post as well. Although you've already just heard my opinions. But what you think on Dark Pit. And then the other thing is I would love to hear from everyone what you guys think her standard specials are. Like if you had to pick what her 4 standard specials are, post it in the comments and I'd love to look over what you guys think. I will post my own too. And let's see what I'd love to see what everyone thinks on that. Mm-hmm. And yes. So that's what I've got. Anything else? That sounds like a no.
I think that covers it.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for not attacking our eyes on this Palutena analysis here at Dame.
Okay, thanks for joining us. We will keep on uploading videos for you.
Forever.
Forever.
This
All
is
right.
our sentence.
See you next time.